Your brain, in its desperate attempt to shield you from future social pain, actively paralyzes your impulse to try again. It's not a lack of grit, not a character flaw, and certainly not some vague psychological weakness. It's a hardwired neural circuit, a profound and sometimes debilitating response to what we've termed the hesitation scar. Today, we peel back the layers of that scar. You're about to understand the precise neurobiological mechanism responsible for that inexplicable freeze you feel after public failure, that undeniable urge to retreat, to hide, to simply stop attempting. This isn't abstract philosophy. It's the raw, undeniable architecture of your brain's self-preservation system, directly influencing your capacity to act, to connect, and to pursue your deepest ambitions. Once you grasp this, your entire understanding of human resilience and your own past hesitations will fundamentally shift. The core of this phenomenon lies deep within an ancient part of your brain called the insula. Think of the insula as your internal pain register, a sophisticated alarm system that doesn't differentiate between a broken leg and a broken heart. It processes both physical pain and social pain with startling similarity. When you experience public humiliation, that searing critique, that awkward presentation, that failed pitch witnessed by many, your insula lights up, screaming danger. This isn't just about feeling embarrassed, it's about your brain registering a significant threat to your social standing, a perceived breach in your tribal acceptance. Dr. Naomi Eisenberger and her colleagues at UCLA, in their groundbreaking research published in Science in 2003, showed precisely how social rejection activates brain regions like the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex and, crucially, the insula itself. They demonstrated that the brain processes social exclusion with the same neural machinery used for physical pain. Imagine being branded with a hot iron, then immediately imagine the internal pain of being publicly ridiculed. Your insula finds little difference in the intensity of the signal. It's a powerful primal response. The sudden loss of social connection or status is, to your ancestral brain, as threatening as a physical injury, because social bonds were once synonymous with survival itself. This isn't merely an emotion, it's a physiological emergency. But here's the unsettling part. This alarm doesn't just register, it sends out a command that directly interferes with your capacity for action. Have you ever felt that paralyzing urge to simply disappear? After a significant public setback, your brain doesn't just want you to avoid the painful situation, it wants to ensure you avoid the actions that led to it. This is where the hesitation scar truly forms. The activated insula, screaming social pain, doesn't just keep the memory alive, it actively sends signals that inhibit your motor cortex, the very part of your brain responsible for planning and executing voluntary movements. It's a neural short circuit. The brain, in its misguided attempt at protection, links the trauma of public failure directly to the circuits of initiative and action. It's like a sophisticated security system that, after a break-in, doesn't just set off an alarm, but actively disables all the doors and windows to prevent you from ever leaving again. Consider a talented young musician. Let's call her Sarah. Before the scar, she was vibrant, eager to perform her original compositions. After a particularly harsh critique at a public recital, where the audience visibly winced, her brain registered that social rejection with visceral intensity. Her insula flared. The memory of the humiliation became inextricably linked to the act of playing her instrument in front of others. Now, when she sits at her piano, her fingers hesitate. The melodies she once effortlessly produced become a struggle. This isn't because she suddenly lost her talent or her love for music. It's because her brain has installed a neural block, a preemptive self-sabotage to prevent a recurrence of that social pain. The Journal of Cognitive Neuroscience in 2011 published research by Dr. Crendall, Dr. Richardson, and Dr. Heatherton, demonstrating how social evaluative threat, the fear of being judged, can significantly impair cognitive control and executive functions, precisely what you need to initiate and sustain goal-directed behavior. Her brain is literally telling her motor cortex, "Stop, don't move, don't risk it." This isn't a deficiency in her drive, it's a glitch in her ancient survival code. It explains why a brilliant entrepreneur can't make that crucial follow-up call after a major pitch falls flat, or why a once confident speaker suddenly loses their voice when they step onto a stage. The hesitation isn't a sign of weakness, it's the indelible mark of a brain trying to save itself from perceived extinction. But here's the powerful truth. Understanding this mechanism gives you the keys to bypass it. You can learn to disrupt this neural short circuit. The first technique is cognitive reappraisal of social pain. Instead of viewing public failure as a personal judgment or a sign of your inadequacy, you must actively reframe it as valuable data. For a complex system, when that familiar wave of shame or paralysis washes over you after a setback, acknowledge the physical sensation. Tell yourself, my insula is firing. My brain is trying to protect me from perceived social threat, just as it's designed to. This feeling is not a judgment of my worth. It is simply a signal. This isn't about ignoring the pain, but about reinterpreting its meaning. Research from Dr. James Gross at Stanford has repeatedly shown that reappraisal, the process of reinterpreting emotionally charged stimuli in a way that alters their emotional impact, can significantly reduce activity in the amygdala and other emotional processing centers, including the insula. You are actively telling your brain, "Thank you for the warning, but the danger isn't what you think it is." The second strategy involves graduated exposure to micro-failures. You need to desensitize your brain, gently proving to it that minor social missteps do not equate to catastrophic social rejection. Identify the smallest possible action related to your area of hesitation that you can undertake publicly. If you hesitate to speak in meetings, perhaps just ask a clarifying question in a group of 3 people. If you dread public performance, maybe sing a single line of a song to a trusted friend. These are controlled, low-stakes public challenges where the potential for a social failure is minimal and the consequences even less. Each successful, non-catastrophic interaction helps to rewire the neural pathway, creating new associations. The insula begins to learn that minor social pain is not a death sentence, slowly loosening its grip on your motor cortex. You are essentially creating a new, safer memory, one tiny brick at a time, to override the original trauma. Finally, you can utilize physical activation as a countersignal. Your brain is attempting to inhibit movement. You must consciously, deliberately, and immediately introduce movement. After a perceived social failure, instead of freezing or retreating, engage in a specific, intentional physical action. This could be as simple as standing up straight and taking 3 deep diaphragmatic breaths, or, if appropriate, taking a brisk walk. Power poses, as explored by Amy Cuddy and others, can also be immediately helpful. The key is to physically counteract the neural impulse to freeze. When your brain sends the stop signal to your motor cortex, you send a deliberate go signal from your conscious will. This isn't about magical thinking. It's about leveraging the body-brain feedback loop. By physically asserting control, you are sending a powerful bottom-up signal to your insula and other fear centers that you are not paralyzed, that you are in control, and that the perceived threat is not overwhelming. You are directly confronting the physical manifestation of the hesitation scar. You are not broken. You are not weak. This pervasive feeling of paralysis, this overwhelming urge to withdraw after a public stumble, it isn't a personal failing. It is the signature of an incredibly sophisticated, ancient survival mechanism working precisely as it was designed to, but in an environment for which it was never intended. You now understand the invisible chains that held you back, the neural architecture of self-sabotage that masqueraded as mere lack of motivation. And with this profound understanding, you will begin to see not just yourself differently, but everyone around you. That colleague who mysteriously withdrew after a project went south? That friend who never tried again after a bad experience? You will recognize the shadow of their own hesitation scar, understanding that their inaction is not a choice of character, but an echo of a primal command. This isn't just knowledge, it's a profound lens through which to view the very essence of human struggle and resilience, unlocking a wellspring of self-compassion and empathy. The power to reclaim your agency, to step beyond the shadow of past public failures, resides in this precise neurobiological understanding. This is just one powerful truth waiting to be uncovered. Join us again as we continue to delve into the very operating system of your mind, because what we uncover next will fundamentally challenge everything you thought you knew about your own motivations and the hidden forces shaping every decision you make.